continue with the pre-bidding conference for one civil works project. Actually, this project is a rebid. So, may I call on our procurement head to read the project that we're going to rebid.
For the reading of one civil works project for pre-bidding activities. So, CID number 25 GG0060 rebid. So, multi-purpose buildings, facilities to support social services. Construction of multi-purpose building, Tabina, Zamboanga del Sur, with EBC of 19,800,000 pesos. Then the source of fund, GEE FY 2025, and the calendar days is 132 days. So that's all.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So, for the discussion of the project, may I call on the representative from Planning and Design Section, in the person of Architect Briones, to discuss the scope of works for the project.
Good morning everyone, good morning Back Chair, Vice Chairman, Secretariat, and members of the BAC. For the discussion of the detailed engineering plans for CY 2025 multipurpose building, Tabina, Zamboanga del Sur. This is a two-story, 8-classroom located in Tabina. This is designed to the best standards with variations on the DPWH, so we can fit the fund for the proposed project. Consists of 8 classrooms with both sides with a public restroom for male, female, and PWDC are located on ground floor. So this design is typical for most of the GBS PGT projects for cluster projects. So, as you can see, we have 4 classrooms with the classrooms is with siya, with blackboards, and PWDCR is with the proposed with ng mga stainless steel, mga sa kick plates, accessible stairs with the this is without furnishing for the tables and chairs, only with the structure itself, the project. I think that's all for the two-story building in Tabina.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Architect Briones. So, is there any additional concern from the different section? How about the materials and quality control section? Do you have any additional concerns? For the construction section, how about for the maintenance? Okay, so let's proceed to our technical working group for the concern. Before we proceed with that TWG, So there is still two civil work project which is included in this pre-bidding conference. One is the 25 JG 0062 repair maintenance of DPWH building Zamboanga del Sur second DEO main building, Poblacion, Guipos, Zamboanga del Sur, with an EDC of 1,500,000 and contract duration of 85 calendar days. And the other one is the 25 JG 0063 repair maintenance of DPWH building Zamboanga del Sur second DEO Motorpool building, Poblacion, Guipos, Zamboanga del Sur, with an approved budget for contract of 500,000 pesos and contract duration of 60 calendar days. So, may I call on the maintenance section to discuss or elaborate further the scope of works for these two civil work projects.
Members, back chairman, vice chairman, and back members. Procurement aides, secretariats, good morning. So we have two repairs. One of these is repair maintenance of DPWH main building, Zamboanga del Sur, second DEO main building, Poblacion, Guipos. Contract ID of 25 GG 0062, Barangay Poblacion, Guipos, Zamboanga del Sur. Scope of works, repair maintenance of DWPH building, Zamboanga del Sur, second DEO. Approved budget for the contract is 1.5 million. And contract duration is 85 calendar days. So, for further discussion, I would like to call Engineer Lona. Discuss sa iyo, Mr. Course.
Slide.
Yeah.
Slide. Slide.
Katong ba?
Actually, na-changes na ito. Gamay naman na ito. Direct na lang sa ano man, sa batang plano. Ay, sa ano. Sorry, sa ano lang daw ma'am, sa upper intent. Ito, ano kayo further discuss. Kanas ko po, good morning po, ano ba, to our back chairperson, or sir, vice back chairperson, TWG members, and everyone here, good morning. The scope of work of the 25 JG 0062, narantay changes, sir, katong sa, ano niya, sa removal of structure and obstruction. So, bigyan ako dito ang katong sa removal of, daw, sa septic tank. Pero i-consider na ko siya 5 load, sir, kaya kung naman ko ni Juan, bago lang na siya gihabo. So, 5,000 daw per load na nata itong Vanessa, Garay. So, i-input na ko siya sa ano, so makita niya sa dupa. So, mag-present na ko atong bagong kuhan, kay ganyan pa na ako na-change ang actually, gahapon na ako na-change ang ano, so, natay gamay, ano sir, changes sa scope of work, ang mga unit lang niya ang quantity. I mean, quantity. So, maghatag na ko karon sa bako, ano, kaning sa changes na akong ibuhat gahapon. So sa electrical works napuntay changes no sa mga kuan sa glass doors, windows na ko i-change po. So mula tayo changes sa ano 25 GB 0062. So all in all goods ang ano. So maghatak na ko niya sa ano kay Sir Eric atong sa dopa na dopa na. Change one up. Next one slide sa project na natin. So, siya na siya sa 25 JG 0063. 0063, ma'am.
63.
Ah, 63 na pag narito ang kuhan mo, magpuport siya kung sa ano. Kaya for the 25 JG 0063 no, project profile, name of project, repair maintenance of DPWH building sa Zamboanga del Sur, secondary Motorpool building. Appropriation 500,000 for project duration 60 calendar days with a source of fund SR 2025-003-0077770. So ABC 500,000. So major item support, item 901C2 structural concrete, item 902-1A reinforced steel, item 10141 repainted metal sheets, item 146-2A 2A1 100 mm HB non-load bearing, item 1047 structural steel trusses, item 147-2B structural steel purlins. So next. So we have the scope of works no. Item number part 2, other general requirements. So B.5 project billboard signboard 3 each. B.7 positional safety health program 1 Samsung. So part A, we have the item 8031A structure excavation common soil. A quantity of 8.91 cubic meters. Item 8041A embankment for structure excavation 2.43 cubic meters. Gravel field 044 1.33 cubic meters. And then part B, we have then item 901C2 structural concrete footings and slab on field 6.16 cubic meter. Item 901C4 structural concrete columns plus 8.8 days 1.86 cubic meter. Item 901C6 structural concrete beams plus 8.8 days 0.92 cubic meters. Item 9021A reinforcing steel grade 40 573.78 kilograms. Item 903 formula and phosphor 28.21 square meters. Next please. So we have the part C finishing and other civil works. So we have item 113.2 fabricated metal roofing accessories. Item 35.02 meters. Item 1014 pre-painted metal sheets long span with type 0.516 68 square meters. Item 1057 cement plaster finish, we have 86.78 square meters. Item 1032 painting works masonry concrete, 86.78 square meters. Item 1032C painting works steel, 40 square meters. Item 1046 21A 100 mm HB non-load bearing including reinforcing steel, 46.1 square meters. Item 1047-2A structural steel trusses 539.12 kilograms. And item 1047-2B structural steel purlin 465.61 kilograms. So we have the project minimum manpower now, project engineer 1, materials engineer 1, construction foreman 1, lab tech 1, the first aider 1, skilled laborer 5, and skilled laborer 10, a total of 20. So next, so vicinity map of our post project, and then this the actual picture. So I think na-remove naman ang ano ko na. Okay, next. So they have itong extension sa quad. So they have the perspective plan. So actually sa quad, sir, hindi man kung last time, wala yun siya bintana kay short man sa ano sa 500,000. So di nakuha sa. Actually sa original yun, nagsalita siya 1M sa program, nag-check computer sir na bintana, may quad. Pero may tabuhan na sir, kuha na siya. Bare finish lang yun na ano. So kung may funding na po, sa ano na lang. So open siya yun sir, open, wala yung bintana, wala yung sa perspective rin sir, pero sa kuwan, pwede na, i-change na ako na, pahay mo na ako siya, no? Kaya na-close mo ko niya yung kuwan, bali. Kasi na yung kuwan habang sa para bintana. So, next. So, plans, no? We have a floor plan, rooftop view. So, ano na siya, isa lang kahagungan ng tubig, ano sa tubig sa ato. So, next slide please. We have the elevation, no? Front elevation, rear, right side elevation, front and the next slide please. So roof framing. So ang dami pa ano is ano lang katong channel ba sa kuan. So next slide please. So have the foundation detail, no? 800 by 800 millimeters ang atong footing, and then sa column is 150 I think. So next slide please. So they have the kind of shed truss details. So yeah, wala may changes sir. Ito lang sa ano. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Engineer Luna. So, for the discussion of the technical working group for the concern, may I call on Engineer Puerto.
Good morning. For DWPH concern, for infrastructure project, bidders shall submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the form specified in the bidding documents in 2 separate sealed envelopes, or in case of electronic bid submission, shall submit 2 password protected bidding documents in compressed archive folder. First envelope shall contain the following technical documents: at the list, Belgium certificate of registration and membership in accordance with section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR, pickup license and registration or special pickup license in case of joint venture, statement of all ongoing contracts, government and private, statement of single largest completed contracts, NFCC, joint venture agreement, bid security in the prescribed form, amount and validity period. Project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification and experience data. Note that implementation of Department Order 227 Series of 2024, this directive to suspend the application of DO 148 Series of 2024 shall not apply to the implementation and construction of buildings and bridges, which only accredited project engineers of the contractors and consultants may be assigned to supervise the DPWH project, except for road construction. List of contractors' major equipment units, which are owned, leased, under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor vendor for the duration of the project, as the case may be. Next is omnibus sworn statement in accordance with section 25.3 of the revised IRR. Second envelope. The second envelope shall contain the financial documents. The bidder's audited financial statement showing, among others, the bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not be earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Next is bid form, bid prices, detailed estimates, including a summary sheet indicating the unit price of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. Cash flow in quarterly or monthly, and payment is scheduled, is curved PDM construction method if awarded. Note that bid shall be received by the BAC on the specified date, time, place specified in the invitation to bid. Bids including the eligibility requirements submitted after the deadline shall not be accepted by the BAC. The original copy and copy 1 of the bid shall be typed or written in ink and shall be signed by the bidders or its duly authorized representative. Unsealed or unmarked bid envelopes, or in case of electronic bid submission, bidding documents not in compressed archive folders and are not password protected shall be rejected. The BAC shall assume no responsibility for the misplacement of the content of the improperly sealed or marked bid. Any missing, incomplete, patently insufficient document in the above mentioned checklist is a ground for outright rejection of the bid. Proper tabbing and use A4 bond paper. Bid evaluation for procurement of infrastructure projects, section 32. The BAC through its secretariat may ask in writing the bidder for clarification of its bid. All responses to requests for clarification shall be in writing. The BAC shall evaluate the financial component of the bid to determine the lowest calculated bid using the following steps. The BAC shall immediately conduct detailed evaluation of all bids using non-discretionary criteria and considering the completeness of the bid and arithmetical corrections. The BAC shall evaluate all bids on an equal footing to ensure fair and competitive bid comparison. In case of discrepancies between bid prices in figure and in words, the words shall prevail. Total price per item and unit price for the item as extended for multiplied by the quantity of that item, the unit price times quantity per item shall prevail. Stated total price and actual sum of prices of component item, the actual sum of prices shall prevail. Using cost of the detailed estimate and using unit cost in the bill of quantities, the unit cost in the bill of quantities shall prevail. Total calculated bid prices as evaluated and corrected for computational errors and other bid modifications which exceed the ABC shall be disqualified. Modification and withdrawal of bids, section 26 of 9184. A bidder may modify its bid provided that this is done before the deadline for the submission and receipt of bids. A bidder may, through a letter, withdraw its bid before the deadline for the receipt of bids. A bidder that withdraws its bid shall not be permitted to submit another bid, directly or indirectly, for the same contract. that's all for TWP starter.
Thank you, Engineer Berto. Any wala na may materials? How about additional info? Wala na sa maintenance? Okay na. Okay, may we call the procurement head for the schedule?
Okay, for the next activities will be the dropping and opening of bids, and this will be scheduled on July 28, 2025 at exactly 10 a.m. So the venue, Conference Room, ground floor, DPWH second DEO, Zamboanga del Sur. So, note to our bidders, no late submission of their bids shall not be accepted. So that's all. Thank you.
I think since there were no more additional information, I declare this pre-bidding adjourned. Thank you.